nobody move. Shh. Crypto is so fragile right now. Guys, what did I just say? Come on. Great. We're already going down. Thanks a lot. What's going on, everyone? Welcome, Rabid in the house. How's it going? Rabid is so old. I know. I'm old. 126, I think I just turned. Not bad, not bad. Couple more centuries to go. Rabid, Canadian oil is dirt cost arm and leg to refine. All about the oil, huh? What's happening with all the oil also? Why is everyone talking about oil? I don't understand what's going on. It's crazy. I have to look it up and see. Uh the oil sands, yeah, it's dirty in emissions, but the whole emissions thing is a scam anyway. So who really cares what governments say about that? So I don't know. We'll see what happens. What do we talk about? Venezuela. We're talking about Venezuela. Why are we talking about Venezuela all of a sudden? Who cares about what Venezuela does? I don't know. I don't. Anyway, continuing on about crypto stuff. Let's get in there. We see Squirrel Master. What is happening? Crypto Baltus in the house. We got Trashman X. We got what we got? All crypto. Jock McMiner, Slothman 2020. The Pirates in the house. We got Ryan Doherty. What's going down here? Northern Crypto and Tech. We got Spec Miners in the house. Shelby BJ. What's going down? Crypto Junkyard Miners here. Jay Styles, Snake Polinskin, Ogre and GTOW. What's going down here? I get 5 seconds of stream and 30 seconds of buffering. I rebooted yesterday, so I'm out. What happened? It's buffering? Broken? Not working? That sucks. What is that? God DODMX 1234. What is happening? Ninja Kids in the house. We got Joffrey Rayo, Pellish Miners in the house. It just jumped on me. What's going on? I think every altcoin holder is long overdue for a pump. Yeah, 100% here. I see use of Putz is in the house. What's happening? Ninja Kid. And what do we got? Where's Panda? I think Panda's streaming tonight because he's in Vietnam on vacation. So his time zone's all out of whack. So he's like streaming, I think in like 6 or 7 hours from now, he should be going live. Illegal warrant, Trump, Venezuela. Illegal warrant? What? Trump did something in Venezuela, so now that's all everyone's talking about is oil. That's it. I got an alert. It's funny. So you're saying something about an illegal warrant, Trump, Venezuela. And then, like, what's the illegal warrant? He just went there and just took somebody or something. And then I got an alert on how great the military did in distracting. So it's kind of funny because now we have everyone talking. So usually, if you start to see the news on how good of a job everything was, there's probably a lot of fraud and bad stuff involved because now they got to try to win over the people by promoting positive news and all this stuff. You know, we know how media works. So you know what? The best thing to do is, guess what, guys? Same thing I've always said. Who cares what the president did? Who cares what this person is? Back off, ignore it, take a deep breath, whatever. You know, obviously, I don't know. Well, we can't really say who cares because then if something bad does happen eventually with something or something, obviously, you know, you don't just let people get away with things. So there's a lot of ways to look at things. I don't know, but I do see a positive news campaign on. Usually when news is trying to promote something positive, that means something bad happened. So I don't know. I take that route. Anyway, let's not talk about this anymore. Case closed. Something happened and now everyone's trying to talk about stuff. How about let's just say, who cares? That's my final stats. Okay, coming into the Twitchster here, I see Scafer, I see Rolla6969. What's going down? What's everybody up to? So what are you guys talking about? What are you guys doing? Anyone that supports communism needs to go. Ignore it. What do we got here? The spooks and are involved, of course. Little tactics, yeah. Cannot execute without Interpol, and they don't have mutual. I gotcha. I don't want to read too much into this because who knows what's going on in the editing thing. But yeah. interesting stuff, I guess, is going on out there today. What do we got here? Until they were told. uh, Rabid, you say you only care about Zephyr. Yeah, Zephyr, let's do this. Zephyr, are you mooning yet? Come on. I'm sure that's if Zephyr went to $400, I'm sure that's all you guys will care about too. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yeah, altcoins. Let's see what's going on. Remember, I told you guys to be very, very silent. And well, now we got some red. Thanks a lot. Things are going down. Things are going down. But for the last couple days, things have been going up. Let's just have a look here. We got THT is continuing to climb 70% in the past 7 days. That's insane. That's insane. Too bad it got taken over by FPGAs. Kaspa is up 14%. That's not very much though now. 21, 14. Things were up more a couple hours ago. Turbo, I don't know why I still have Turbo here. I'm just gonna get rid of the X there. There we go. Goodbye, Star. See you later, Turbo. So we got Quai is continuing to go up, still up 46% in the past 7 days. That's pretty insane. Pretty insane. We got Duro still up 10%. Doge is up 7, back up to 15 cents from like 11 something. Nice. Who would have thought Doge would, like, it's still not no all-time highs or anything, but we're seeing some green, and that's a good thing. We're not seeing any massive runs for an altcoin season, but we're seeing a healthy market, at least for now. Again, I don't know how long this is gonna last, so just prepare yourselves. Cubic is up 6, CRO. Zeph is up 6. It's only 72 cents. When did it go past $1? Let's take a look here. Oh, what the heck? I'm not even on the right screen. I was failing all you guys the whole time when I was going through that, and you guys couldn't even see what I was seeing. So, like, I was gonna sing the song. Do you see what I see? No, you guys didn't see nothing that I was seeing at all because I failed you epically. I apologize. So Zeph is coming up here at 72 cents. You're at $1 here. A month ago, you're at $1.08. A year ago, you're at $1.59. And the all-time high, here's where it came in at 31. It was at $50 at one point. Now we're at 72 cents. That's pretty rough. Pretty rough times. What's going on? You guys comment about my singing? Love the ads. It's on ads now? No. 62 viewers, 50 likes. Guys, hit the like button. Like this stream. Like yesterday. All right. Continuing on with some other things. Quai. We should probably take a peek at Quai here. Past one. Wow. Quai. Guys, guess what? Like, it's been 3-4 days. It's been going up. It's nothing major since, I guess, the 2nd. So, yeah, 2 days it's been going up. It's been fairly healthy green on the 1 month here. But, like, here, it's pretty crazy. Guys, guess what? You need a halving. In order for your coin to do better, you got to cause that deflation. You must cause a halving so that miners can leave and the price goes up because nobody's making anything anymore because the reward's cut in half. But guess what? Doge quit halving and it still sees runs. Quai increased its emissions by 5x to bring on more miners. And as difficulty gets larger, picks up and gets heavier and bigger and larger and more hash rate comes on, it goes up a little bit more on the emissions. So guess what? And they didn't cause a halving. They inflated their coin and we're seeing the price go up. That's very interesting, huh? Very, very interesting concepts here that, yeah. And you know what? One reason why I think, a lot of the coins have halvings, like, no offense against Raven Coin and Flux and everyone else, is that they probably originally derived, you guessed it, a fork from Bitcoin or something. And they just didn't, either they don't know how, or they're just too damn lazy to remove the halving part or to change that part. And therefore, every coin has a halving. Then they just all say the exact same excuse why they need a halving. Because Bitcoin does it. A lot of coins, they don't even hide it. Bitcoin does it, so we're going to do it. We're just like Bitcoin. We're going to be the next Bitcoin. And the coins that seem to say that they are the next Bitcoin the most seem to be the worst coins ever in existence. Take Kaspa. Kaspa's a prime example of constantly saying how they're better than Bitcoin. They're the next Bitcoin. They're what Bitcoin should have been. Blah 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 blah. Going to zero. I hope Kaspa does well, guys. I really do. But like, you got to stop comparing yourself to Bitcoin. Do your own thing. You're your own chain. You're not better than this guy. You're not trying to be this guy. You're not anything like this guy. You're you. Be you and build. That's all you can do. So, like here we say, we're seeing a huge inflation and we're seeing the price go up. So that's very interesting on what's going on. And the miners have been getting paid now for the past couple of days. The miners early miners are getting paid a lot. So they're either not selling or they are, but that buy pressure, the buy pressure and what's the other thing? The burning process and stuff is higher than the sell pressure coming on, continuing to make this climb. Now, the interesting thing is you got to look at the other coins as well. If they are pumping the same or more than what Kwai is, then that allows more value to be pulled from them. So we got to look at the other coins as well that they're mining. So we see Kwai is up. Let's just come back into here. Kwai is up 12%. Oh, obviously the other coins aren't better than Kwai right now, or they would be up in this list in this area. But like, do I have Bitcoin Cash in here? How is it doing? Let's go BCH. Bitcoin Cash. See, it's only up 0.19%. So it's not causing anything major. Raven, it is up 3.4%. Not bad. And then obviously we have Litecoin and Dogecoin. Doge, that could be right here. The very reason for this pump is because Doge could be up 6%, which is half a Kwai, but Doge has huge emissions. It's worth a lot. And if we look at let's see, Kwai SOAP dashboard, we come into here. Let's just see, like they've found 43 Doge blocks. So what is a Doge? That's 43,000 Doge. So how much Doge have they siphoned out since they started? So let's just say 43,000 Doge times the current price of what, like 15 cents now? That's $6,400 in Doge that they've siphoned out. $6,400. Now how much, like, let's just take a look at the price of Kwai. Well, here we can see the total burnt. So we can see the total output that they burnt so far is from these other coins is $229,000. So that's crazy. And to think about it, that's also liquidity. $229,000 in a little over 2 weeks. So that, like, what's that work out? Well, we can look at the 24-hour revenue. $16,000 past 24 hours of liquidity. So that's a view to, you could sell $16,000 a day on top of whatever the normal liquidity is. So let's just jump into here now and take a look at Kwai and see what their liquidity is at. And remember, they're also supposed to be getting, what's it called? Kraken support here very soon. So yeah, look, we got 100. Wow, like it's active. $152,000 of 24 hours here on MEXC. That's crazy. That's decent volume. Obviously, we're not in the millions and billions like Bitcoin, but for a proof of work chain, that's it's actively traded. Let's just say that it's being very actively traded right now. Now, the big downfall on Kwai is friggin' the 2 weeks you gotta wait. And I see a big green Budweiser, $20 Canadian. Happy birthday, Rabid. Thank you very much for everyone that missed yesterday's live stream about my birthday and my baby's Bitcoin, or my baby's birthday was also Bitcoin. Yeah, we got the same birthday, guys, because I invented it. That's why I'm saying, guys, stop stealing my coin. You are not going to be as good. Kaspa, get out of here. I swat you like a fly. You have no chance to be like my Bitcoin. Like, come on. I just have superior intelligence that Bitcoin's the king. I created the king of Bitcoin. God created me, obviously. So no reference to that at all, that I did that, because that is wrong. God created me. I created Bitcoin. And yeah, Kaspa, you can't touch it. You can't touch it. Right? Is that how it goes? Okay, enough of my singing. I'm losing it here. You have no power here, Kaspa. Agreed. Yeah, you have no power here, Kaspa. Get away. Oh man, this is insane. You need to post Northern Crypto and Tech. Yeah, post some videos. Get some videos out there. Need more people making some videos, right? Come on, guys. Let's get Bitcoin and crypto and we need happy faces again. I know I'm negative a lot, but like things have been rough, but we do need to be happy again. We need to have smiles. We need to have fun. We need to do all this good stuff. But anyway, Quiet's doing good. I forgot what I was about to say now because I got distracted there. 155,000. Now I want to what do I want to come into here? Emissions. Let's take a look. Like Doge is at $2 million in emissions. That's crazy. 282,000. What is Kwai's emissions at right now, actually? Crap, it's not even on here. I don't even know. I don't know what Kwai's emissions are. All I know is about 5x is what they used to be, and I don't know what they used to be. But I do want to see, like, let's come into here for an example. Look at an L9. And an L9 is saying, oh, profit. Oh, I'm at 7 cents here. Come on, we need to go to 12 cents right now. I was like, that seems high. So L9 now is at $7.06 after power. Coming up a little bit because what was it? Like last week, we were only at like $3. So we got double our profitability now because of this little 4-cent pump on Doge. So that's awesome. Remember, guys, it's the pump on Doge, maybe a little bit from Litecoin, not very much. Who cares about the other coins? We discussed this multiple times. Who cares if the other coins pumped? They didn't do anything. You're making like 1 extra cent if you add all the other coins together. Not worth it. Anyway, coming into here, now let's just take a look over at our ASICs on this side right here. Let's take a look at the L9. L9 is, and here we can see $8.23. So Kwai is an extra $2. So Kwai is still better. Those pumps, those profits goes up, and Kwai's pumping. Kwai profits are going up, and it's still you're making more. But the thing is, like, that's the issue. We got to wait 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks, when we actually get our coins, is the price going to be tanked? Is it going to be worth a lot less? Is the price going to be up? And it's going to be worth more? We don't know. And by the way, I don't remember. I didn't do the roll call with Budweiser, so I do have to say, Budweiser. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Nailed it. Budweiser. Is Rudd Putz here? There he is. I see Rudd.
Nuclear power plant mining. Rudd Potts is in the house as well.
Nice. Like, I don't know. Did you guys just get here late or what? How did I miss you guys here? Why is my screen all blurry? Oh, it's my eyes. Just kidding. No, but my actual stream is blurry. Is it blurry for you guys? Let me know. Let me know if it's blurry for you guys because my stream's looking blurry on my outer end, even though it's saying green excellent. Oh, they got here late. All right. You're late. Oh, you guys are both late. Gotcha. Yeah, it's 2 weeks for each day. It's not like you get all 2 weeks worth of revenue after each 2-week period. It's not. Yeah, it's not. It's not that at all. It's not like Cubic where you get the entire epoch, which is the whole week, 2 weeks later. It's say you start mining right now, and then tomorrow, and then the next day. The rewards for right now is in 2 weeks from now for it all to confirm and everything. That means the rewards for tomorrow are 2 weeks and 1 day because we still have to mine tomorrow to get that. It's 2 weeks from now that you get the payouts from now. So in 2 weeks, the blockchain starts paying out day per day per day per day. It's not, you're not getting a whole 2 weeks worth in one chunk every 2 weeks. You're getting it's just confirmation. It's just like you normally would. You hit your threshold, you get your payout. You hit your threshold, you get your payout. This is like saying it takes 2 weeks to hit your threshold, say, and then you start getting your payouts constantly at that point. If you were mining for 2 weeks and then you stopped, then you'd get 2 weeks worth of payouts in 14 days. 14 days where the payouts, then it would stop again because you quit after mining 14 days. So yeah, it's just that's when they begin paying out day per day per day, 14 days after you mined whatever, so on. It's not the whole thing in one lump sum. That's not how it works. Probably blurry because of the birthday. Maybe. I'm just gonna hit the refresh, see what happens. Refresh it. All right. Stream settings there. Let's see. Make sure I remember to bring up my Twitch there again. There. Now it's clear. I don't know what was going on there. That's weird. Oh, it went to the wrong thing. Stream settings. There we go. All right. No one really talking too much in the Twitch. We got 78 viewers now, 35 likes. 35. More likes, guys. Come on. More likes. More likes. Oh, I'm not on top chat. I mean, I am on top chat now. I need to go back to live chat. There we go. There we go. Oh, I thought it was just me because I just got up. Just had to open my eyes a bit more. Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. So what else are we gonna check out here? Let's come back into here. Let's do a refresh. Zcash is back up, back to it's $506. Monero's still over $400, but it's red, so that sucks. Crazy QRL is still this. Wow, $2.67. That is insane. That is insane. Remember we were looking a couple days ago at QRL. We were mining it 4 years ago. We were getting 7 point some on a 3900X. So let's just do 7.2, I think it was, times 2.67. $19.24 a day if you were mining QRL 4 years ago. That's insane. That would have been a good year. Imagine if you had like 50 rigs 4 years ago and they were getting almost $20 each. Cha-ching. Oh, and okay, let's look at that. Let's say you were mining that for a year with 50 rigs. Let's say I had 40. Well, I didn't have that many rigs then, but let's just say you had 20 3900Xs at $20 a day, $400 a day. That's insane. Times that by 365. Oh. If you would have mined that for the full year, you would have made $146,000 that year off 20 CPUs 4 years ago. QRL. Wish the times would come back. What do we got? What do we got going in live chat? Nothing. Is a 7 stream good? What? A 7 stream? What's a 7 stream? I don't even know what that is. Watch. Oh, wait. Watch streak reach. Scafer is currently on a 7 stream streak. Oh, nice. Yeah, you watch consistently 7 streams. Wicked. Does it always show that, or because usually you're? Oh yeah, you missed that one a little while ago. But before that must be a new thing because I know you've watched 7 in a row before over there on the Twitch there. So I don't know if they just started adding that in, or do you have to like manually prompt it or something? Interesting. But good job. Awesome. On the streak there. Wicked. What else we got going on? Anything going on? I wish Tangent would allow me to good XMR in the card. Yeah, I know. I asked him a while ago, but XMR is a tough cookie to crack. Like when it comes to the nodes and things like that. So maybe they will get support with the new Random X and the new Monero when the hard fork comes, because there's a lot of that stuff in there that allows Monero, like, it's harder to get scammed and stuff from faulty nodes and stuff. So like, I don't know, like, because they probably have to run their own database to run a Monero node and stuff, because a lot of them you really got to really sync the wallets and stuff. So Monero is a tough cookie to crack to keep that privacy. But with the newer updates coming, besides RandomX v2, they're also adding in like a bunch of security improvements where, you know, if a bad actor has a bad node on, he's trying to, you know, like security reasons, steal people's funds. They actually have security flaws in there where they could still use these bad nodes to load the blockchain, but you can't siphon the Monero. I don't know. I don't know all the technical details that they're doing, but they seem to be making it more secure, even with people trying to make, you know, nodes to hack other nodes type of thing. And they're like patching up ways like that can even happen. It's interesting. It sounds very interesting on what they're doing. So next level stuff. All those wallets have a database, and that's why nothing, in my opinion, is foolproof. Yeah, databases for sure. Is Cubic on Tandem? No, I don't think so. No, I don't think Cubic's on Tandem. Are they? I'd have to look. I don't think so though. Okay, let's look at some of the biggest losers. Huh? Let's do that. Oh no. ALTCOIN. What are you doing up there? Why? We have Aeon, Atika, ETI. We got MXC, Radiant, Raptorium. Oh no. Peanut, why are you on here? Get rid of you, Peanut. See you later. Neox is down too. Virus is down. Virus had a nice pump over yesterday and the day before, though. So down 1% isn't too bad because I think it was up like 20%. Oh, this only says 3% in the 7 days. So I don't know. We'll see. Tari is down 0. That's rough times there. Monero's down 1. Bitgert. We got High Mappers down 1. What do we got? Under a cent. Come on. When is this going to $1, guys? 50 cents a dollar. We need this. Come on, High Mapper, do something. Compete with Google. Defeat Google. We need to defeat the Google machine. Zealous down 1%. That sucks. I is down 0.5%. 12 points. Still at 12 cents. Interesting. Ironfish 0.95. ETF. Avian. Didn't I see Avian up here? No, it's Aeon. Litecoin. Oh, that now we're breaking even. Avian is 0%. And now we're starting to climb to the big boys that are actually doing stuff lately. So that's awesome. How about the projects that are dead? What's Yada Coin doing here? Why? Come on, Yada. Come on. No more news, no updates. Oh, is it just not listed here anymore? Come on, Yada. We need some more stuff. That reminds me, I gotta look at that hardware wallet. Crap. Keep forgetting about these things. Horrible times. And I'm supposed to be on sometime this New Year's. Supposed to be on a live stream with Yada Coin. So we'll see what happens there. That might be coming up soon. Interesting stuff, guys. Pay attention. How's Yada doing? Let's take a look at Yada Coin. Yada Coin. Where are you, Yada? Mining pool stats. YDA. Yada. 513. You're up 3%. That's not too shabby. Sucks the emission's only $17, but we need a big pump. Not much volume, $19 and $18 on non-KYC. But blocks are being found. Miners are mining away. This is always a fun one to set up your node, mine solo. That's always been a fun one to do. Good old Yada. Good stuff. Good times. I did that and sent some wrapped Yada to your Tangem. Nice, did you? Sweet. Reminds you that, I got the wallet, this wallet right here. See the Y on it? YD. And we got the wallet action here. See? Right there. Yada. Hard wallet for Yada Coin. That's pretty sweet. So they got the support, all that good stuff. I gotta check it out, look at it. I gotta send my coins to that unit so that they stay safe for future proofing. Rabid update screen. What? Update screen? What screen? What are you talking about? I have a wrong screen on? What's on? What's not on? Oh no, what did I mess up now? Mess something up. Cryptex. What? Mine to Cryptex for the alt run. Stay consistent. Cryptex, yeah, Cryptex is good. Obviously, they're the real nice hash. Real nice hash. So nice hash always hash rate rental system. Cryptex has the little app where it actually profit switches and then it'll pay you out in Bitcoin. What nice hash it's just kind of like nice hash, but it's actually mining the crypto coins based on profit and pays you out in Bitcoin, other than just renting your hash rate and who knows where it's going and if you're malicious or not and things like that. My fault. I broke Rabid screen. You didn't show mining pool stats when you checked Yada. For real, I didn't? Oh man, failures everywhere. Okay, here we go. Boom. Checking Yada. Here you can see prices, it's going up a bit, 3.95%. It's just under 1 cent. I think, what did it hit? It hit about 4 or 5 cents here last year. Didn't it? It had a nice run go for it. But for the most part, like I said, $17 a day. Volume is looking pretty rough. But you know what? We'll see what happens because Matt he's always building. He's always busy. He's doing stuff. This is his baby. And, one day I hope something happens here that it just, boom, explodes. For him, because he's been working Working pretty busy on that coin, quite a bit for years now. That's happens when you get a year older. More fails. Yeah, that's right. Oh boy, there's gonna be so many more fails now. It's bad enough I used to fail all the time. Now I'm really gonna be failing. Oh boy. So yeah, I was gonna go live last night also on the gaming channel, Rabid Gaming, play some Ark Survival. Actually, Ark Survived the Lag. That's what I'm gonna call my stream. Survive the lag because it's been so laggy with the event on and stuff for the past couple of weeks and the new map that is just it's a pain to play. But it's like we're brainwashed by WC, which is wild card, that it's this is normal. They always have everything is always late, everything's always delayed for the past 10 years. Everything's laggy, everything's glitchy, but you know, it's they just everyone just thinks it's okay at this point when it's not. But yeah, today, I'm gonna try to record some videos or something, get it out of the way. That way, I can play some games or something. But I'm hoping today we'll go live on the gaming channel. That way we can, we'll play some Ark Survival Evolved. Do you guys even know Ark Survival Evolved? Let me know. Let me know. I'm gonna. Do you guys know that game? Yeah, I missed that stream. Did you? That happened when we got older. Dementia sitting in. Probably, yeah. But yeah, it's an awesome game. You're a survivalist. You got to tame some dinosaurs, and you live, and you farm stuff. You build houses and bases. It's fun. It's fun stuff. You like Ark? Rio likes Ark. You playing Ark right now? Join my server. We can play on my in my tribe. Do it. It'll be awesome. Everyone join my server. I'll go live later, and we'll try to get some people together. Ark Survival or Ark Raiders? Ark Survival Evolved. The dinosaur one, not Ark Raiders. Ark Survival Evolved. Here, I'll try to find it. This game. Ark Survival Evolved. See what we got popped up here. This tab. This one. 50 more useless facts about Ark Survival Evolved. Nothing new here going on. But yeah, the dinosaur one. You're right, dinosaurs. You shoot people with guns and you just do stuff. Infinite vault fight glitch. RGs, Argentavises, dinosaurs, craziness. Yeah, Ark Survival Evolved, the dinosaur game. It's fun. I'm not a gamer. The last game I played was Crypto Zoo. Crypto Zoo, nice. Crypto Zoo. How did that one go? I don't remember that one. I remember every Friday on this channel, I used to play what was it? There's that crypto mining game. And I was like, yes, I finally have the same amount of GPUs as Red Panda Mining, and they were all over the floor, all over the place. I can't remember what that was. But yeah, that was kind of fun. Why do all games just end up I don't know why. Roblox, yeah. Roblox. I gotta finish. I haven't made a video on that. I have Bitcoin miner and Roblox. I gotta do that. Let's take a look. Here, where's my go to Rabid Gaming. Rabid Gaming, YouTubers. All right, here we are. Yeah, so here's my gaming channel right here, Rabid Gaming. We got 2.2K subscribers. Nice. So here's live. Let's try this again where I was getting my butt kicked. See, look, I'm flying on a Pteranodon and stuff here. Nice. We're just rocking it. What's this? These plants will try to eat me 4 years ago. Oh, yeah, that's just Genesis. But now they have ASA, so they redid it in the Unreal Engine. They're re-releasing it all. So, very interesting. But new Astros trailer plus new features. Astros. How to really tame the new Dreadmere. Oh yeah, here we go. Bitcoin miner. Here I am. See, look, little rabbit. I got the Rabid mining shirt in Roblox. We're playing some Bitcoin miner beta. Best GPUs are mine. Here we go, ride the train to go pick up some new GPUs. So yeah, I play Bitcoin miner in Roblox. It's been forever, a year since I did that video. Wow, I don't even know when my last upload was. Videos. 6 months ago was Dune, and then 10 months ago was this. Wow, it's been a long time. No wonder people comment says, "Hey, where did you go? Are you coming back?" I didn't realize it's been a year since I made a video. I got so much catching up to do on the gaming channel. It's insane. It's insane. So subscribe to this guy so you can help push the channel and watch these videos also because we're gonna have some fun playing games. And you guys are gonna play with me if you're a gamer. But right now, let's get back to crypto. Oh boy. Bitcoin FRA game. I create a cat version of Donkey Kong where we save the world and stop the ape. Nice, a cat version of Donkey Kong. That's actually kind of cool. That's funny. Awesome. You haven't played forever. Are my dinos all dead now? Rio say, yeah, they probably all despawn. Depending on your base, they despawn. Like stone despawns after 12 days. Dinos and everything despawn after 6 days. Well, hold on. I had a sneezing fit. Apologize. But yeah, your dinos, they despawn after 6 days. Stone despawns after 12 days. Metal after 16. Tech after 30. Wood is even less. I don't know, 8 days. Thatch is like 3 days. So yeah, if you haven't played forever, most likely everything despawned. And now it's Ark Survival Ascended, depending on the last time you played, because it's not evolved anymore. It's Ascended. They redid the entire game in Unreal Engine 5. So the graphics and everything look way better. And now they re-released the game map per map. And right now they have a new map, Lost Colony, which takes place in the story after Extinction and before Genesis 1. It's right in the middle there, kind of. And that's what the latest map that just released a couple of weeks ago is right now. So yeah, that's what we're playing. Darn, now I want to play some Ark. All right, stream's over, guys. We're going to go play some games. I'm just kidding, not yet. We're going to take a break first. Then we'll probably play some games. Yeah. So yeah, go join the Rabid Gaming channel. We're going to play some video games later, and it's going to be fun. Turn on notifications so I'm not just talking to myself. I need to talk to you guys. Anyway, anyone in chat that is solo mining BTC to their own node using Bitcoin Core Wallet and RPC setup, CK pool. You're using CK. What do you mean there, Jockwick Miner? You're using CK pool or your own node? Bitcoin Core Wallet and RPC setup, CK pool. I'm trying to. Oh, I'm not using that. I'm trying to sync my Umbral node, but I keep getting issues and errors. I think I have a bad hard drive, but like I'm re-indexing it right now. Let me just try to bring it up here. I got this guy running. I'm trying to resync it again. 23, like I only have 5 something. Going on for a while. I've been trying to get this going for like 4 or 5 days now. I keep running into errors and my settings keep going. Yeah, it's okay now. I keep getting all these errors. I reformatted the OS and put it back in. And I tried Bitcoin Knots. I tried Bitcoin Core. I tried the 2 different nodes, and I keep getting these errors and ext4 errors because this is a Raspberry Pi. It is on a Pi. What is it? Doesn't say right there. Yeah, it's on a Pi 5. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens as this thing goes through. But anyway, that's what I got going on there. But yeah, as for like, running the actual node all by yourself and then the RPNC, no, I haven't done that. Most miners use Stratum, so I need to bridge RPC to CK pool. I think that's why I asked. So you're just trying to connect it to CK pool. Well, so you're like, why are you trying to connect it to the CK pool though? I wonder. Like, you'd think if you're running your own node, you want to connect to all the pools. Or are you trying to run it like F2 pool with Monero where you're linked to CK pool, mining to your own node? Like, I'm not sure what's happening there. Yeah, I tried all that flashy stuff with Umbral and that just didn't work. So blank PC, just sync the Bitcoin Core wallet. So yeah, you're doing like straight scratch from whatever, which is interesting. Like, I would add, like, yeah, I'm not sure. You might have to set up a mining core thing or, some type of pool or stratum. Maybe you can get that public pool and, maybe it'll work on its own for that as well. But, as for linking it to pools, you obviously, well, you got to you can open port 8333 to allow all that traffic in and out. Or you can individually find like CK pools, IPs, and their nodes, and like via BTC's nodes and all the other big pool nodes, and have them linked there. So that way, you're connected to them and talking when you find a block. But yeah, I've never tried to set up the node from scratch, like straight out of the GitHub and stuff. So I'm not 100% sure how you would do all that. Bitcoin.config file. Yeah, that's where a lot of the settings would be. Speaking of a node, ETCMC. Yeah, I got all those node boxes still. They're just sitting idle, or sometimes they run into. They're all only 1 TB, so that's actually what I originally had my Bitcoin node in. It was in one of those, but it's only 1 TB, and you need 2 TB now because 1 TB is too small. I got errors now. Like last month, 2 months ago, it worked just fine. Now I tried to sync it up again, and I don't have enough space. So yeah, I can no longer use a 1 TB drive to run a Bitcoin node. You need 2 TB now. Yeah, alts are going up a bit. I haven't played forever. Okay, we saw the Dino thing there. Break them down and sell the RAM. Yeah, they are all 16 gigabytes of RAM, but they're interesting. They're the little sticks like this that you see on the RISC-V processors, like the X5. They're not. Yeah, they're different RAM sticks than I guess they're mobile RAM sticks, right? They're good probably for laptops and stuff. That makes sense in those mini PCs. Mobile RAM. Had to start my Albanian VPN to stop all the Albanian. Now, did you now? Speaking of that, we have to quickly cut to a quick ad. Let's go. Boom. Are you looking for ASIC miners but just not sure who to trust? From most popular brands to bestsellers to miners of the week and even deals of the moment, ASIC Mining Central has you covered to the cheapest prices out of any ASIC website, as well as import fees will be low with low tax with DDP or invoice, and code RABID will grant you an additional $50 off your order. Head on over to ASIC Mining Central today for all your ASIC mining needs. Links down in the description. Now back to our regular scheduled program. Did the VPN stop that? I'm just kidding. I'm just bugging. 76 viewers, 45 likes. Smash that like button. You saw DDR4 to DDR5 RAM. Oh, interesting. That'd be slow though for AM5 though. I wonder how that would work if you try to run that on AM5. Interesting. That's interesting. Huh, might work, might not. I have no idea. Yeah, two squirrel. That's interesting though. DDR4 to DDR5 RAM adapters. They're trying everything these days. They'll figure out ways, and then once they figure out how to use DDR4 and DDR5, all the DDR4 will be sold out constantly. Like we're already in rough shape RAM, and DDR4 is slowly going extinct as well. And yeah, I don't know. It is crazy times out there. 100%. What do we got? SODIMM equals laptop RAM. Okay, yeah. So yeah, mobile RAM. So like that's probably what the mini form stuff uses that, because that's mobile chips. Scaper says the new Yada hardware wallet allows you to wrap Yada coin on the Binance chain. That's interesting. You did that and sent some wrap Yada to your Tangent. Okay, gotcha. Oh, you use that to send it to Tangent. Roger. Can you wrap XMR? I don't think so. XMR does what coins should do. Who cares about Ethereum? Who cares about the other chains? Why do you want your coin on other chains? That's just, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no, I don't think you can wrap any Monero that I'm aware of, because they don't care about Ethereum and all these other chains. So why would they get some wrapped version? Because, as soon as you start wrapping in something, there goes the privacy also. Are you using NMAX or Co-op for electricity? I think it is EPCOR. Is it NMAX by EPCOR? I can't remember. But yeah, I go to the EPCOR site to get my power. Or to check my power bills. RAM mining. I can't understand. RAM mining. We're mining RAM. Oh boy. Oh boy is right. 75 viewers. If it's 2, we're catching up on the likes, guys. Come on. More likes. More likes. Let's do this. Like. It's not going off. Crap. That didn't work. Fail. Fails. All right. I don't know if we have much more to talk about. We kind of went through the prices. Things are looking okay. Profitability. We didn't really look at much on profitabilities right now. GPUs, 12-cent power. Oh, dude. Do we even want to look? Like, seriously? Look into my eyes. Do we want to see this? Like, it's pretty rough, guys. It'll make us cry. 170HX, $5,000 GPU. Well, now they're only like $200, but at one point in time, they were $5,000 or so. They're making 12 cents, guys. That's awesome. Wicked investment. Wicked. 12 cents a day for a few $1,000s. We got a 4070 Ti, which is going up in price. Mining Grin, which has ASICs, 12-cent profit. What is this? Grin, Quai. There's just too much hardware to mine Quai. It can't absorb all of this. A 6600 XT, known for kapow efficiencies, is like pretty much break even. 1 cent at 12-cent power. Like, wow, that's how rough it is. That's how rough mining is right now. 5060 Ti, -2 cents. 4060 Ti, negative. Obviously, the farther we go down, the more in the negatives we go. So obviously, we haven't seen a 3070 yet, so it's making worse. Like, look at the 3050 is doing better. -6 cents. Q Bitcoin. There's a 3060 and 3070. 7 cents, 8 cents. Wow. So yeah, GPU mining is done. It's over. You need so many people to quit. It's not even funny. And everyone thinks Ethereum's going to come. New Ethereum. There's going to be a new Ethereum. GPU mining is going to come back. It's going to be awesome. I don't know. Things are rough, guys. Things are absolutely horrendous. And like I want to say, we've been talking about this for a while. CPU mining has been dominating GPU mining, but then, well, no one can afford to build a rig. So right now, that's a good thing. These RAM prices are a blessing for people who've already gotten into CPU mining, because now if any coins pop off or there's some profit and stuff there, it'll stay there because no one can build rigs. It costs too darn much. But if the prices come down, which if this whole bubble and stuff pops, there's a good chance that people will start building rigs because they'll get super cheap. But then it'll be in the same boat as what GPU miners are facing now, because there's just going to be too much hardware out there. So it'll be interesting. The one thing I like about CPU mining that a lot of people don't like as well is an argument is, it's harder to scale, which is true. It takes more room. You got to build the whole rig each time. Then you got to find room for it. And, it's like putting up solar. It takes a lot of real estate and stuff, especially if you don't have the proper stands and everything. So, it's not like putting together a motherboard and stuff and some RAM and then slapping 12 GPUs in. It's not scalable like that. So it's a lot harder to scale. And that's keeping a lot of people away from CPU mining, which for us who do mine with our CPUs, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So yeah, it's all right. But it's gonna be interesting to see how the future goes. There are more people, because I know Panda plans on possibly building out more CPU rigs, and that means if we have more people talking about CPU mining, obviously more people will start building CPU rigs, and then we're just going to be back in the GPU mining. But if enough people do quit GPU mining, and obviously if you quit, you don't really plan on going back because you sold your hardware off, then you got to go back and rebuy your hardware. Those people are probably out for good because they've seen this whole issue. Now, that's part of what I'm waiting for, is for people to finally quit also and finally be done with it, because I do feel, I've been talking about it for a while, since Ethereum with the POS, like for 4 years, this entire cycle, I've been saying this is the cycle of GPU, what's it called? A GPU reset. because we'll see that all these coins sucked. Nothing was worth mining. Nothing pumped. Everything was garbage. Nothing was profitable. It just wasn't worth it. So people will hopefully finally quit. And then in 2029, we're going to see possibly GPU mining start to look okay profit. I'm not saying we're going to see dollars and dollars a day per hardware. I think, maybe we'll finally see like 40-cent profit, 50-cent profit, things like that. We'll slowly start building up. But you're also going to have to most likely need the newest hardware. 3070 won't cut it in 2029. 3070 doesn't even cut it anymore versus the 5000 series. So, we're going to have the 6 or 7000 series out, depending on how they name it. We'll have another generation or two out by 2029. So that's probably the hardware we're going to need. And obviously, a lot of people are going to be like, whoa, I am not rebuying my new mining farm. I quit. I'm done. And that's what's going to leave GPU mining back into some profit again. And that's kind of what I'm waiting for, but I'm feeling out the market. We still have, like I said, we're coming into a bear market right now. We still have 4 years. We have till 2029. So around the end of 2027, maybe through 2028, we'll have an idea of what things are looking like on mining hardware as we line up towards the end of 2028, early 2029 for that bull market to kick in. So somewhere in the end of 2027 to 2028 is where I'll make my final pivoting decision based on profitability of what I'm going to do. It's too early right now to say, oh, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do this. I'm going to go straight in. CPUs is the way to go. Or no, I'm going to build up some more GPU rigs, or it's all going to be AI. I think it's way too soon in the cycles to determine any of that. We won't know for sure till around the end of 2027, sometime early 2028 of where I want to pivot my farm to before 2029 hits. Because when 2029 hits, it's going to be too late. Everyone's going to see what's happening, what's pumping, what's doing what. And that's when the FOMO is going to kick in. Everyone's going to be ah. So 2027, 2028 is where you want to get in, get the yields while the yields are good. Because if you're mining because something pumped, the yields are down. Sure, you might be making more per day, but you're making like 20 times less than what you could have been making, the following 6 months if you've seen which way the market was kind of tilted. And that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting to see where everything begins to tilt, because it is way too early to determine how that's going to play out between now and the next 4 years. And that's kind of like what I did with my CPUs. Like, I had an idea and I was warning people, and I was saying, like, I don't know, depending on how long some of you guys, I know there's some names there that's been following me from pretty much day one, but if you've been following me for quite some time, when I was running my spreadsheets and Ethereum was still around and GPU mining was awesome, CPU mining was good as well, like everything was good at that time. Everyone was loving life, mining away. But I did the numbers and I was like, look at Ravencoin still making $1. But after the merge goes through, and I was saying if 10%, and it's just only with 10% of the hardware that was on Ethereum went to a coin like Ravencoin, where right now we're at $1, you'd be in the negatives. And everyone's like, oh no, that's impossible. That's not going to happen. There's no way we're going to be in the negatives, blah, 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 blah. And that was only with 10%. And then the merge happened. And what happened? Every coin was unprofitable. It happened. And I was like, whatever, you guys, what? You guys want to just think there's a new Ethereum coming? By all means, go ahead. But I started pivoting into my CPUs and stuff and not into the GPUs, because we seen what was coming. And now everyone that's been mining on the CPUs and stuff, we had a good bear market. We had a pretty good past 4 years. And now we just got to wait for that transition again, because we can't, there is no Ethereum level coin out there right now for any hardware. So it's a lot harder this time to see where to project the farm. So I am going to wait for another couple of years just to see how the market is kind of tilting, what hardware is looking like, who's building, more CPUs, who's building more GPUs, who's falling off, who's not. And then I'm going to determine, based on yields and things like that, where I'm going to position my farm for the 2029 run. And I have a feeling I'm not going to have an idea till around, like I said, 2027, 2028, just before it happens type of thing. So time to prepare. We got to pay attention to a lot of things, because, in 4 years from now, we could be doing totally different types of mining. Like I always said, like right now, everyone thinks, oh, Rabid, the CPU miner. That's just because I seen how the market was shifting. It's paying attention. And I always want to pay attention to everything because, it's about mining and profit. It's not about, oh, I'm a GPU miner for life. Let's go. I'm a CPU miner for life. Let's go. Yeah, sure. Right now, everyone thinks, oh, there's Rabid, the CPU king. But, in 3 years, that might not be the case. I'll still have my CPU rigs and stuff because unlike GPUs, the CPU generations aren't huge leaps and bounds. So older hardware, like Ryzen's, for example, 3900X's, 5, 7000 series, like obviously 7 and 9000 series is the best, but the 3 and 5 is still decent. They're still okay, unlike a 3070 that's already trashing the GPU side of things. So, we're seeing that where, GPU hardware falls off a cliff. Like it's almost like an ASIC at this point where they're just done like an ASIC if too much hash rate hits, where CPUs, they still have a longer shelf life over that. So I'll still have all those going unless AMD knocks it out of the park and makes a huge gap in generational performance here coming up on a CPU. And we see that. But for now, it's CPU seem to last a long time. So we'll see where the next transition is. And that's just where I'm going to tilt my farm. And that's what I've always promised from day one is, rabid mining. We go where the profit is. We mine what the profit is. And that's what it's all about here. That's what it's all about here. I'm not married to any one type of hardware. Let's see. It's just a hobby. Yeah, it's a hobby too. That's another thing. You just consider it as a hobby and you don't like so I know some people foment, oh, this one rig is profitable. I'm going to go buy 100 of them. That's bad idea. If you're running 1, 2, 3 rigs, it doesn't really matter then. Even if you're not making anything, if you're just running a couple rigs for a hobby, that's okay too. You can mine at losses because it's not going to make you go bankrupt because you're using an extra 2 or 300 watts. You're not going bankrupt on that. Obviously you're doing other things. You got real jobs and stuff, and that's not going to hurt you. But if you're wrapping up and your power does start becoming an issue as you stack things, the same with people with the solo Bitcoin miners. Like you say, oh, you get a bid axe, you get a Nano S, one of each, something that's okay. But people that start buying like 10 bid axes, 50 bid axes, you got issues. It would have been a lot cheaper to get a big miner. Get a silencing kit for it if you think it's going to be too loud. You save power, you save money because it's cheaper. It's not just because, that they're lottery miners. If you really wanted a bunch of hash rate, and that's what you got to think to yourself too. Like, okay, if I get one of these, am I going to want another one? Oh, I got 2 now, so I'm double my chance of finding a block. I got 3. Now I have 3 times my chance of finding a block over the one I had, and so on. And I just want more, and I want more, and I want more. And some people do that, and they go out overboard, and that ends up costing you way too much. These things are priced cheap, like not cheap. They're expensive per hash, but they're cheap compared to the big ASIC. But you start spending money and stacking them up over months on end, you were better off to save your money and buying the big guy because you were getting a lot more hash for cheaper and you're using a lot less power than a whole bunch of the little bit axes and stuff. As good as they look as 1 or 2, that's what they're for, 1 or 2, not for 50 or 100 of them. Because then they're not looking very good and they're burning too much power and you spent way too much money on that farm. You get the big guy, get the silencing kit or something because obviously you want the little ones because they're silent. But, I guess the other issue would be, can you get 240 volt? Because obviously you're going to start moving in 240 volt. But just, don't overdo it. People overdo it when they come to certain things like that. So just be careful. And yeah, Red Putt says, or just buy the coin. Like right now, in theory, based on traditional cycles, sometime by the end of this year, Bitcoin should technically be at the bottom for the cycle before it starts climbing for the 2029 all-time high cycle peak again. So towards the end of this year is looking like for Bitcoin and stuff is possibly the best time to get Bitcoin. So buying the coin and stuff there as well is where things come. So yeah, it's about just paying attention to the market. Don't overdo it. Try not to FOMO because that gets so many people stuck. And just because you think, oh, I got a couple bit axes, oh, I got 50 bit, oh, look at my farm, I got 50 bit. I see people post pictures, I got 50, 100 bit axes, a wall lined up with them. And everyone's like, cool, that's awesome. Wow, I wish I want that too. And I look at that and I say, what an idiot. That's what I do. Like, no offense. If that's what you actually want and you don't care about the price or the power, that's okay. It's fine. We don't know. Maybe that guy's a billionaire and he doesn't care about things. He just want it because it looks cool. But to me, looking at an efficiency and a price standpoint, just get the big miner. Make it, there's silencing kits for them. They can be dead silent as long as you have 240 volt. you're running much more efficiently if you really want to solo mine, and it's just you pay so much less also per hash rate. So yeah, just look at things long term, what you plan on doing. Pellish Miner says just buy an S19 100 terahash or a Canaan 90 terahash makes more sense. There you go, that too. Those as well. The S19s are coming down in price quite a bit. The Canaan 90 terahash miners, they got the Qs, they got that floorboard heater thing. I can't remember what it's called, the BTC3 or something. I don't remember. But yeah, all those things, are nice home miner versions, which ultimately are cheaper and more efficient than the bit axes and the nanos and all that stuff. Scaper, I'm glad I found Rabid mining when I did and became a CPU miner before I bought a lot of GPUs. Scaper almost full mode. And we saved them. Yeah, the Mini 3 heater, that's the one. Avalon Qs, the Mini 3s, those are pretty decent options for sure when it comes to Bitcoin solo mining and stuff. Yeah, I see one channel with like 20 miners, 50 really? 20 miners, well, it depends on the miner, like 50 terahash with the bit axes, well, with the gammas and stuff, that's only 1 terahash each. But if they got the nerd axes, those are 4 to 5 terahash. So maybe, they're getting 50 terahash if they got the big ones, the newer ones. And then now there's that Octa axe, which is what, like 9 terahash? Trying to get my hands on one of those, but I seem to be failing each time. The market's pretty rough and nobody's sending anybody anything except the patent. The patent's getting everything. No one, there's none left for anyone else because there's no money left out there for them to help showcase, which is all right. It's all right. We only need that. But and that's the other thing. Like, I want to point out, like, I know a lot of people are, oh, you're just trying to shill an ASIC. You're trying to shill this. And that's not necessarily the case. You go to you go to watch like J2 Cents there, or you go to watch Gamers Nexus and stuff. You're not going out there and you're not telling them, oh, they're just trying to shill you a GPU or a CPU or something. The point of that is just in the tech world, this is the mining world. Like, we're looking at a miner. If you want it, you want it. If you don't, you don't. Sure, you want it, click the link, buy it. You don't want it, don't buy it. Like, there's no pressure on you to purchase these things or not. But the point is to show the miner. This is the miner. This is what it does. This is its real hash rate. So this is what it's actually getting at the wall. This is its noise levels. This is the current profitability. We run the spreadsheet. This is what the profitability may look like in a month's time right now. This is what this coin is looking like so far. This release that. It's looking at the miner, and then from there, you see a couple channels and everyone's different opinions on a certain miner, but it's doing research on something before you go out and get something. Like, is it melting? Is it not melting? Did it last more than an hour? Did it boot? Did it not boot? How do you set this thing up? Because it's all in Chinese, like, things like that. And that's the purpose of showcasing these miners. And a lot of people don't see it that way. They think, oh, you're just trying to shill a miner. That's not the case. It's just the showcase to show you the miner, because people research stuff. People look up miners to see, how they're working, all these things I just mentioned. The same thing as you were to look up a CPU or a GPU, or you were to look up a keyboard or something. It's all the same thing. It doesn't mean they're trying to shill you something. So it's kind of funny how this crypto world brain, everyone's mentality is totally different because I guess people have been burnt so hard and this. But at the end of the day, you got to keep in mind, for the majority of us, this is a hobby. This isn't, we're not running, we're not making a multi-billion-dollar business here. Like, we're hobby mining. A lot of hobbies, you go out there, you buy an RC. I remember when I was on the rigs all the time, I bought 3-4, I got gas powered RC cars, I got RC helicopters, big ones and little ones and crazy ones. And I got all this stuff. And guess what? All that was is cost money. You're buying gas for them. Money burnt down the hole. At least with crypto hobby mining, you're at least breaking even on stuff. Maybe it takes a couple of years and then you finally get your money back. Maybe it takes 10 years. But, on a normal hobby, like an RC plane or something, your ROI is 0 from day one. So, at least you're getting something back, hobby mine. That's what most of us are. We're hobby miners. We're looking into things. Sure, it might get a little extra money on the side or something for you, but that's as far as it goes. It doesn't go past that. We're not getting megawatts of power. We're not getting, all these crazy things and stuff like that. So it's all a mentality thing, and it's pretty crazy. Love my RC cars. Yeah, I know, me too. I love them also. Like, they got, like, what is the Blade 900 RC helicopter? That thing's scary. I still don't never really learn to fly that thing right. It's an 8-channel. It's like, whoa, the slightest touchy thing. But when it's in the air, it sounds like it's like woo, 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 woo. And I remember one day it was slowly coming. I had to duck. It went right over my head, or it probably would have chopped my head off. That thing is crazy. Like, the props on it is huge. It's a big helicopter. That thing's scary when it's coming at you. But yeah, I crashed it and broke it, and I got all the parts to repair it, but I just haven't got around to it for like 10 years. I got to do that. But yeah, I got the gas powered RC. I can't remember the Savage XL, the RC truck there. And yeah, RC toys and things are awesome. I love them. RC helicopters are hard. They are. Well, it depends on the channel. You can get 3 channels, 4 channels. I think 8 channels. Actually, 4 channels is hard. 3-channel helicopters are good for beginners. They're really easy to fly. I got the 4-channel ones, which is bad for a beginner. A 3-channel one is pretty simple. You got your up, down, and then you just spin your tail and you go forward, back, right? So you got one. So you go your up, you got your down, and then the other one is you spin your tail and then you can just go forward and back. Now the 4-channel ones, that's where it's a whole new ball game. You think 1 extra channel, 1 extra tilt, but no, you go up, down. You got your tail spin going crazy. You got your left and rights going, and it just makes everything so much harder. So you should start on an RC helicopter, the 3-channel, get the basics out of it, and then move to the 4-channel. And with the 4-channel, that's where you can start doing all your crazy tricks, and it's insane. But I just went straight to 4-channel because I'm like, oh, these are awesome helicopters. I want them. I had money to spend and blow at the time, obviously, because I was on the rigs. And then, yeah, I crashed them all constantly. I didn't learn, and I should have went with 3 channels first, but that's what happened. But yeah, oh man, it's crazy. Hi, Yoda Pie in the house. Hi, all. What is going on? I live near an RAF base. Not allowed to fly drones. Yeah, probably not. Not too bad, but I think it was 1991. I was in the southeast, was that regional championship of B main in RC car off road. Nice, awesome. That's awesome. RC car championship stuff, wicked. Yeah, I love the RC cars. They're awesome. Also, I got the Savage XL. I didn't get. I got some. The crank is broken on mine, so I want to put in a pull start because I was using my drill because the stupid torque thing where you normally get for it, and it never liked to turn. It didn't have enough power all the time, so I started using my drill to start it, and then I think I broke my shaft there. So I want to get a pull start pulled into there. Hopefully that'll fix it, but I haven't got around to that yet. Not to brag, but I think it was. Oh, okay, I went to that. I got an itch. I got an itch. There we go. All better. What else do we got going on here? I think we pretty much, we're on to nothing else. So yeah, I guess we'll take a little break for a while, and then I'll see what's out there for video topics that I can do and finish up. And then I might have to go to town today also, so that sucks. So I'm always got something going on. I go to town every day. I don't want to go to town anymore. I need to get up on all these videos. So we'll see what happens. But guys, Rabid Gaming, get subscribed there, and we're probably going to play some Ark Survival Evolved later, and do it live and stuff. So join up for that, and we'll play live. And if you guys play Ark Survival Evolved, I'll tell you the server and everything are on during the stream, and join up with the tribe. Join us. We'll play together. It'll be awesome. You'll be playing on the stream. We'll do stuff and help you level and whatever else you got to do. So we'll do that. All right, guys. So I will see you guys in the next one. I'll hopefully get that gaming channel stream going live later today. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Rabid out.